Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Ernest Durham. I'm the president and the CEO of the Durham Corporation. We are a 39-year-old hair care products company, and since the black hair care industry generates over $500 billion annually, this is how I want to set you up in your own startup business by using the black hair care industry, because our people are buying black hair care products anyway. So it should be a natural for us to sell some of these products to each other. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about a few other things that are going on in the world that are of vital concern to our people. And one of the things is the police brutality and the marching and the protesting. I want to just touch on that a little bit because we have solutions for just about everything, and we can solve any problem that comes up in our lives collectively. Understand that as long as we work as a group, as a team, in unity, we can solve any problem that comes up in our lives. So recreating Black Wall Street, brothers and sisters, has added another leg onto it, and it's called BAD, B-A-D, and it stands for Boycotting Against Discrimination, which mainly includes police brutality. And it's designed to take a more sophisticated approach to our problems in America by hitting the businesses in their pockets where they can feel it. If you hit a person in their pocket, that's where they're going to feel it. And we're talking the same thing about these businesses, hitting them in their pockets. I'm talking about businesses in each of these cities, brothers and sisters, that have a lot of police brutality going on. Police brutality and inequality and discrimination. Now, what we have to understand is that black men and women spend more money than any other race of people in the world. And we spend this money in these people's businesses, brothers and sisters, because traditionally we don't have a lot of businesses of our own. So we have to give these people our money. So that puts us in a very powerful position if we use that position the right way. So in addition to spending billions of dollars annually on things like Air Jordans, alcohol, cigarettes, beer, fast food, Timberlands, we also buy 43% of the cell phones in America, brothers and sisters, 23% of the televisions, 21% of radios, 18% of the internet, and we buy more designer purses and shoes and clothes than any other race of people in the world. And we don't buy these products from other black people either. Let's keep that in mind. We're always giving our money to other people. We're giving our economic power to other people. Now, black Americans have over $1.2 trillion in spending power, brothers and sisters. So we have the 12th largest economy in the world. Now, keep in mind that most of these other countries generate billions of dollars a year. Black Americans are in the trillion mark. So there are only 11 other countries that generate money in the trillions or more money than we do. And we are a nation inside of a nation. And we still generate that much money with the crumbs from this nation's table, because America generates $20.4 trillion, and out of that, black Americans, we get $1.2 trillion of dollars of that money. And like I said, it makes us the 12th largest economy in the world, because everybody else, I don't care what country it is, they're only generating billions of dollars. Now you've got countries like France and Russia and Mexico and Italy and places like that, India, Japan and China, well, they generate trillions of dollars. The United Kingdom, they all generate trillions of dollars, and they are ahead of us. But all the rest of the countries in the world, brothers and sisters, are below us in spending power or economic strength. We just have to learn how to use our economic strength. And that's what we want to talk about on this broadcast today. So now that we know how much economic power we have collectively as a race of people, brothers and sisters, as opposed to all the other countries, we need to unite. We need to start working together in unity and use this economic power to change the conditions that many of our young people have been marching and protesting and getting tear gassed and beat and getting their heads bashed in about. We're just going to take a different approach to it is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that sometimes that kind of show of force isn't necessary, but I believe in hitting people in their pockets because we spend a lot of money in these businesses and they should be speaking up for us. Now, our first step should be to sign up to join BAD, B-A-D, Boycotting Against Discrimination. We need an enrollment for that around the country, especially where they have police brutality. So you sign up to participate in our boycotts of different stores in those different cities. We need to let the businesses know, brothers and sisters, how much money we spend as consumers on an annual basis. We need to remind them of how much money we spend in their stores because we have statistics on all of that. It's easy to get. So, and we need their voices. We need to let them know that we need their voice in City Hall to speak up for us against police brutality. And when I say City Hall, I'm talking about starting with the mayors in those different cities because the businesses are the ones who contribute to the mayor's election campaigns, and they sponsor fundraisers for the mayor. So let's keep all that in mind. So consequently, they have influence to control the mayor to a certain extent, brothers and sisters, and the mayor controls his police chiefs because the mayor usually hires the police chief, and the police chief controls his police officers. So it all trickles down is what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, and the police officers can prevent police brutality. Through the orders of their police chiefs, they can prevent police brutality. So, like I said, Black Americans with $1.2 trillion worth of spending power has every right to use American businesses that we spend a large percentage of our money with. We've got every right to use them as our spokespersons and as our protectors. It's just common sense. If you are making somebody rich, they need to protect you. And we're making these businesses rich, brothers and sisters, and they need to be protecting us and speaking up for us. They haven't because we haven't asked them to. But BAD is going to more or less demand that they do it. If they don't want to be involved, with their stores being boycotted, they're going to have to do better toward their most precious clients, is what I'm saying. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about recreating the Black Wall Street model, brothers and sisters, because every other race of people in the world seem to have a consciousness of unity. They seem to understand the power of unity, brothers and sisters. They seem to understand the power of circulating their money among themselves to create wealth in their communities. And we've got to learn that. We've got to start doing it. Because, see, historically, Hispanics circulate their money in their communities on an average of 6 to 8 times before it leaves their community. Whites circulate their money 8 to 12 times. Asians and Arabs circulate their money 13 to 14 times. Jewish people circulate their money about 18 times, brothers and sisters, but the average lifespan of the black dollar is only 6 hours. We keep our money about 6 hours because time we get paid, brothers and sisters, since we don't have a lot of stores or businesses in our neighborhoods, we go straight to somebody else's business and spend our money. So consequently, we're making everybody else rich except ourselves. The only businesses we traditionally have in our neighborhoods are barber shops, beauty salons, and soul food restaurants. Outside of that, there's not a lot else to choose from. So if a black person wants something else, he's got to go to somebody else's business for these other things. So we've got to think about this, brothers and sisters, because we give 98% of our wealth to other races of people. Because we don't have businesses to spend our money with. 98%. And we are left to live off of 2%. And then we can understand why the average black American family is living in poverty. We can understand it. But when you see that we're giving our money away to everybody else, then it's understood. See, we've been pimped and hustled by every other race of people in the world, brothers and sisters. Anybody who moves into our neighborhoods and opens up a business, they're pimping and hustling us. They're taking 98% of our wealth. Okay? And it's so hard for us to get business loans as a race of people, because if they gave us loans, it would be cutting into their profits. So it's in their best interest to make it hard for us to get business loans. That's why it's so easy for foreigners to come to this country, move into our neighborhoods, and open up businesses. It's easy for them to get loans. So understand that when these foreigners do open up businesses in our neighborhoods, they come with one agenda, brothers and sisters, and one agenda only, and that's to sell. To sell to you, to sell to black people, because they know they've done their homework on us before they moved here. They know that we don't care who we spend our money with. They already know this. So that's the mindset that most of these foreigners have. To sell to you. They wouldn't think about buying anything from you. Their agenda is to sell to you. And saying this is what makes them prosperous, because they sell. Our people has to get into that same mindset of selling. And this is why the Durham Corporation wants to set you up in your own small startup business, because it involves selling. If you're going to ever be prosperous, brothers and sisters, you've got to be more than just a consumer. Because these people take our money to where they live and create very wealthy communities for themselves. With our money, brothers and sisters. And once again, because up until now, we've only been consumers. We just buy. Buy. We don't sell anything. So, and I'm not saying that we should, be against any race of people. Don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. This is a ministry also, so we don't go against any other race of people, but we've got to stand and be for our people also. We are on this earth to be a blessing to every race of people, every other race of people. That's our job, to bless other people. But we're foolish if we don't bless ourselves at the same time. And I'd never say don't spend money with these people. I'm saying spend some of that money with our own people, though. So let's get in position. Let us set you up in your business selling some of the things that we have to sell. And let's sell these things to each other. That's all I'm saying. Now, in 1921, brothers and sisters, Greenwood, Oklahoma was the wealthiest black city in America. And it was known as the Black Wall Street. And we've all heard of that. And because of Jim Crow laws, black people were not allowed now to go to white-owned businesses and spend their money. They weren't allowed to shop in white-owned businesses that were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we had no choice, is what I'm saying, but to spend money with each other. And we've got to bring that back. We've got to bring that same scenario back, brothers and sisters, because like I said, Greenwood, Oklahoma, which was known as Black Wall Street, was the wealthiest black city in America. And we can get that back, but we got to follow the pattern that they laid out. They bought and sold from each other. They may have been forced into it, but now we've got to do the same thing on our own, brothers and sisters. We've got to do that same thing. So in order for us to set you up in your own startup business, we have several things in our online marketplace, brothers and sisters, that you can sell. We don't just have the black hair care products that you can sell for $30 a bottle. You buy one bottle and sell 2 bottles and receive $500 a month. We've got more things than that now. We also have cell phone stickers for $20 each that you can buy one and sell 3 to receive $2,000 a month. And these cell phone stickers protect you and your children, brothers and sisters, against the radiation that comes through your cell phone. And we've heard about that for years, about how dangerous some cell phones can be for people who stay on those phones all day long. Well, these stickers protect you from that radiation. And this is a result of the 5G towers that I know all of you all have heard of, that they're installing all around the country. So these towers are generating more radiation than they were before. And they're calling it coronavirus right now, but it's the radiation that's coming from those towers. But there's still ways that you can protect yourself, is what I'm saying. Now, we also have bracelets at $40 each and pendants, little necklaces that you can wear around your neck at $40 each, that you can buy one and sell three to receive $2,000 a month. And you can wear them when you go outside, brothers and sisters, to protect yourself, because like I said, 5G is all around us. They put these towers up everywhere. We have All Natural Cures newsletters for $2 each, brothers and sisters. And these newsletters are written by some of the world's leading natural health experts with natural cures for over 81 different ailments, brothers and sisters, where you can buy one newsletter and sell 5 to receive $2,000 a month. We have rear view mirror video cameras for $60 each that records everything that goes on inside your car and right there at your driver's window, where a policeman might come up to you when he pulls you over and stops you for whatever reason. It records all of that. So it can be seen and heard, video and recorded, brothers and sisters, because you know a lot of them are getting mad when you pull your cell phone out and start videoing them now. They're reaching, grabbing after your phone. So these cameras are invisible, and it records everything that's going on. So you can buy one of these for $60, and you can sell 3 to receive $2,000 a month. Now, concerning your startup business, just remember that we're putting you in business, but this is not tax-free money, brothers and sisters. So a 1099 tax form will be issued to you at the year's end. So let's keep that in mind. You have to pay taxes on all monies received from this company. Now, my next step is to introduce our Recreating Black Wall Street global online marketplace, where black people from all over the world, brothers and sisters, can buy from and sell to each other. All we have to do is display the product to the people who are involved and enrolled in our online marketplace. And we made contacts with a lot of people in different countries. Now, this is Durham Corporation's vision, brothers and sisters, on how we as black consumers and entrepreneurs can control the vast amount of wealth that we have collectively and pull ourselves up out of the deplorable living conditions that many of our people have been forced to live in all around the world. And I've been to many countries around the world, and I see how our people are living, for the simple reason that we don't have the unity that a lot of other races of people have. But glory be to God, we're getting it, brothers and sisters, because it's our time now. So it's our time for black people to awaken from their spiritual sleep, is what I'm saying, and take our rightful place here on the earth by first learning to take control of how we spend our money. We've got to start spending money with each other, like everybody else do. They spend money with each other, brothers and sisters, and we've got to learn to do that. We've got to stop, writing a black business off because the service was bad. We've got to have more patience with each other. We have patience with other people. We go into some of those stores and they don't even speak to you, but you continue to go back in there. But if a black person makes a mistake, we criticize them and don't go in there. But it's depleting our economy when we think like that, brothers and sisters, and we've got to get out of that mindset. So this is how we become major players in the earth's economics, brothers and sisters, by signing up to display your goods and services and recreating Black Wall Street's global online marketplace, where millions of black people can see what you have to offer, where we can all take pride in buying from and selling to each other, and where the consumer will get 10%, a 10% rebate back, brothers and sisters, on the total of everything that he purchases for those 3 months. A 10% rebate. So we're giving black people an incentive to buy black. Now, another way that we can set you up in your own business is to allow you to sell our online products to people that you know by collecting the price of the product plus the shipping costs and sending the money and the orders to us, brothers and sisters, and we'll ship the product out for you. You don't have to touch anything. You just collect the money and take those orders. And the way you'll make your money is to mark the product up a few dollars. You might put a $5 increase on the product. You may put a $10 increase on the product, depending on what it is. And you can be the judge of that. So that's how you make your money. But you haven't touched any product. All you did was collected the money. You sold it to somebody that you know. You let them see a picture and a description of it. You sold them that product. You collected their money plus the shipping. Because we're going to be shipping around the world. Keep that in mind. We're shipping around the states now. I ship to some countries right now, but we're talking about on a large scale now with the global online marketplace. Okay, so like I said, the way you make your money is you'll mark the product up a bit so that you can make your money, and you're going to make it on volume. Keep that in mind. It's about you selling a lot of product to people that you know. And we only want to have product in the marketplace that are unique products, like the ones that I just named in our marketplace, in our store. But then you've got people in other countries that have unique products that people in America love to have. So we're going to be showing all those things, and we're going to use the secured payment method of PayPal, and we're also going to use the United States Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and DHL to deliver to just about any country in the world, brothers and sisters, so we can conduct good, clean, efficient business. Okay, so if you're interested in joining us in our efforts to take back our economic power, brothers and sisters, please contact us for your enrollment form and full details so you can send pictures, prices, and a description of your products to be displayed in our global online marketplace, where they will be seen by millions of other black people from around the world. Okay, now, I can talk about unity all day long, brothers and sisters, but we've got to recognize what this nation as well as the entire world has to do if we're going to survive as the human race. See, there are a lot of things going on, and you all read the news. You know, you look at the news and read the newspapers. You know the things that are going on, not only in this country, but around the world. And even though you see what look like plagues coming upon this place, this country, the people still don't seem to want to change. Not on a grand scale anyway. Their hearts are still hardened, brothers and sisters. Because after that boy got killed in Minnesota, George Floyd, it seems like the police are getting even worse. So their hearts have been hardened. And that's the signs of destruction coming upon a nation. So let's keep that in mind. So we can talk about unity all day long, but we've got to talk about also how this country is going to deal with the problems that they don't seem to be able to come to terms with. And the biggest things that I can see are slavery and the Jim Crow laws and the treatment of God's children in this country. So that's another discussion, but you need to keep your eyes open for that, because we've got to make some intelligent decisions about what we're going to do in the future. But this economy is still open wide enough, brothers and sisters, before it's shut down completely. And you see that kind of like coming. But before it shuts down, we can still make enough money collectively by doing business with each other, so that if we do have to leave, we can take some money with us. That's what I'm saying. So that's just food for thought, brothers and sisters. We'll talk about that in depth a little bit, you know, on another broadcast. But that is basically our broadcast for today. And I'm going to let you all unmute your phones, and if you have any questions or comments, you can speak up. And I just want to admonish you all and let you know that this broadcast is every Tuesday at the same time, and allows you to ask questions and give us your comments and request your forms for anything that you want to participate in, because every one of our products has a form that goes along with it. So let's keep that in mind. The cell phone stickers has a form. The newsletters for Natural Cures has a form. The video camera for the cars has a form. The hair care products has a form, brothers and sisters. So we need you to contact the people who referred you to this employment opportunity, and let them help you fill your forms out before you fill them out and send them in, because we're still getting forms that are not filled out correctly. Some of them have information missing. So like I said, I want you all to unmute your phones right now and just speak up, because I would love to get your comments and your questions on anything that we're doing. So do we have any questions or comments? Any questions or comments from anybody?